class tonight is yoga for stress and anxiety. I have researched and found that they're really great for breaking down the stress that we hold in our body. So most of the class will be moving, either kneeling or standing, but we're just going to do several poses here seated just to warm us up. So first, let's come into a simple meditation, resting your hands on your knees and letting your elbows just relax to your side. Take those shoulders up towards your ears, just kind of scrunch them up and then drop them back down. Lift up through your heart. Close your eyes. And take a big, smooth breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. So breathing out through the mouth is a really good way to release stress. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And one more time, inhaling through the nose. Hold the breath, exhaling out through the mouth. We're going to send our fingertips right in front. Lift through the chest and the crown of the head. Also zip up the abdominals, so pull the belly in. And we're just going to take a small forward fold because we're still warming up. And where I want you to feel this forward fold is more into your outer hips. I don't really want you to feel it in your back. You can stay with your fingertips on the floor. Some of you may just walk the hands out a little bit further. If you start to feel anything in your back, then I want you to come back up. Come back up. I know that some of you may come down onto your forearms, but even for me, this is a little too soon, right? So just take a few more rounds of breath. And you know, I get really tight in those hips, so this is a nice hip stretch. Very good. Walk your hands back. Let's complement this with a back bend. So bring your fingertips behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together. And now lift the chest. And take your breath now into the lungs. So expansion of the chest. Very good. One more big deep breath. And now walk your hands back up. Now, in order to get the opposite hip, let's take your front ankle, bring it back, and we'll do that forward reaching stretch. We'll do the forward fold. Cup your hands, come onto your fingertips. First, start out long. So think of grounding through the tailbone and then lengthening up through the top of the head. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, walk your fingertips a little bit forward. Very good. Come into your breathing. If you want to walk out a little bit more. So my right foot is forward, so I'm feeling this a little more into the right glute. That's exactly where we want to feel that. And some of you are welcome to drop down to the forearms. And take one more full breath. And we'll walk those hands back. Let's do a nice back bend. So draw the arms. So I'm staying on those fingertips. I'm bringing the shoulder blades together. Staying really tall in my spine. And I'm going to lift the chest, the sternum. Nice little heart opener. And we'll take 3 more breaths. And this breathing really helps reduce our stress. Brings down our heart rate. And lowers our blood pressure. So all good things. Take another full breath. And we'll walk our hands back. Go ahead and move into a tabletop. So bring your knees up. And come around. So everything that we're gonna do tonight in our class, we're gonna try and really connect and flow with the breath. So we're going to come in that tabletop position. I'm curling my toes under and spreading my fingers really wide, getting your shoulders over the wrist. Let's take an inhale here in this table position. As you exhale, we're gonna round the back, open up the shoulder blades and tuck the tailbone under, pulling that navel to the spine. And then soften your elbows, start to roll through, lifting your sternum, lifting your tail. Take an inhale here in cow. Exhale, push the floor away, rounding your back, tucking the tailbone down, stretching through your sacrum. And then soften those elbows, start to articulate through the spine, lifting your heart, lifting your tail, but your belly is soft. And just one more time, take a deep breath here. Exhale and roll through the spine, rounding and opening up those shoulder blades. And then slowly, when you're ready, coming into your cow position. Now come into that neutral spine. And now you're gonna send your right leg behind you and flex that foot. Again, keeping the wrist under the shoulders, draw the belly in, and this is a balancing table, but we're not gonna stay here very long. It is good for our brain to balance here on all fours. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, reach the left arm out and hold. And really know that your abdominals help you stay stable and grounded. Take another full breath, and then release your hand and your knee. Let's try the other side. So sending the left leg behind you, really press through the back heel. And then coming into our balancing table, pull the belly in and lift the left leg up and reach the right arm out, holding. Stay focused, stay on your breath or stay with your breath. Take one more. And then go ahead and release. Now this is where we really flow and connect our breath to our table, our alternating table. So you're gonna take an inhale. As you exhale, right leg and your left arm reaching, extend through the fingers and the toes, and then release your hand down. So now the left leg and right arm reaching, good, belly's engaged, and now release the hand down. So take an inhale, exhale, and extend, pulling the belly in. Inhale and release. Good, taking the left leg out, right arm reaching, extending through the fingers and the toes, and then release down. 4 more. Right leg, reaching out, keeping your hips square to the floor, and now release down. And now left leg, right arm reaching, and hold, balancing. And release down on your exhale. Take an inhale here, exhale and extend. Last time. And now inhale and release. And last time on the left leg, right arm reach. Good. And now go ahead and release. Now we're going to come into our down dog. So you can choose to do child's pose instead of down dog. So you're going to curl the toes under. And now push the hips back and all the way up. So spread the fingers really wide and let's again exhale out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Sending your right leg up to the sky, coming into your 3-legged down dog. Now keep the belly strong as you swing the right foot forward between your hands. Here in a high lunge, get your knee over your ankle. And we're gonna drop the back knee down. So that's your left. Now we're gonna go ahead and just kind of hold here in our hip flexor stretch. So we're gonna twist and twists are really good at wringing out the tension that we hold. So keep your left hand grounded and reach your right arm up into that twist. Open your chest up towards the ceiling, but keep this knee, this right knee, towards the midline. So don't let it flare open. Pull the navel in towards that inner thigh. Open your heart, open your chest. Take another full breath. And now bring the hand down. And now if we want, we can reach the opposite arm up. So just twisting in the counter pose, right? So taking a full breath in here. Exhale out. Good. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, release that hand down. Now slowly moving into your hamstring stretch. I'm just walking my fingertips back. But if you have blocks, you can have your blocks on either side of this knee. Really flexing the foot and sitting back so we lengthen through the back of the leg. But what I want to do here is you do a little internal, external rotation of the hip. So you're going to rotate your toes internally. Take an inhale to center and exhale, rotate the foot externally. So I'm rotating those toes out. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, rotating internally. Inhale, bringing the toes straight up. And now exhaling externally. One more time. Ooh, that external one feels good. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate your toes to one side to that left. Inhale back and rotate externally. Good. So now bring the toes straight up. Let's bend the knee and walk forward. Coming back into your hip stretch. Now bring your hands to your thighs. Lift the torso up. And we'll come into our sleepwalk arms. So you're going to bring your arms straight out in front of you. And like a bow and arrow, you're going to take your hand that's closest to the screen. You're going to pull your bow back. And you're going to look back behind you like your elbow. Let go of your bow and then reach the arms out to the side. Good. One more full breath. Now, if some of us like, we can reach the hand behind us and the opposite arm up. Take another inhalation. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the floor. Flex your left foot. And we're going to pick up that left knee. So we're back to our high lunge. Slide the right foot back and move into your downward facing dog. Good. Let the head hang. Shake the head no. And shake the head yes. Good. Push the hips back and up. And now we're going to send that left leg up towards the sky, our three-legged down dog. Now stay engaged when you're here. You're going to keep your abdominals engaged, your leg is engaged, your quads engaged. You move your shoulders forward like you're going to come into a plank, but you're drawing that left knee all the way up towards your chest. And you step that foot forward. Good job. You're going to bend the knee and drop the hips. And we'll go ahead and drop that right knee, the back knee down. So you can uncurl the back foot, keeping your right hand on the floor. Reach the left arm up. So we're twisting. We're twisting in towards that inner thigh. And we want to keep the knee kind of drawn in as you twist up. We're getting a good stretch into the hips here. So take another full breath. You're going to bring that hand down. And let's just see how it feels as we lift the opposite arm up. One more breath. Now bringing that hand back down to the mat, let's walk our hands back. Come into a hamstring stretch. So flex the foot. Keep the spine long, and now we'll do that hip rotation. So rotate the toes out externally. Inhale back to center, and then rotate internally. So bring the toes back up, inhale. Exhale, rotate out. Inhale back to center, and now rotate to the other side. And one more time, inhale to center, rotate out externally. Inhale back to center, and rotate to the other side. Very good. Now we'll bend the knee, we'll walk our fingertips back up, get back into that hip flexor. Bring your hands to your thigh and lift your torso up. Very nice. Really ground through that foot, and shoulders are soft. You're going to inhale, reach your arms to that sleepwalk. Now we're going to take the opposite arm. You're going to bow and arrow. That elbow comes back. You're going to look behind you. Release the bow and stretch it out. Open up through the chest. So arms can go a little bit back. Now you can flex this back foot if you wish. Take an inhale, rotate the palm up, and if you'd like, come back and reach. Keep the breath even and steady. Stay connected to your body. And one more inhalation. And as you exhale, you cartwheel your hands back down. Good. Now you're flexing your right foot and picking up that right knee. Find your balance here and send your left foot back. Pushing back into our downward facing dog. And if you want, you can alternate your heeled eggs, just stretching through the calf. And breathing from top to bottom, side to side, getting lots of oxygen into your body. And then we're going to press both heels down. You can bend your knees lightly and walk your hands towards your feet into a forward fold. Your fingertips are on the floor, and you can roll forward and back from your heels to your toes. And I'm really softening my knees and letting my hips be slightly dropped. So it's just a very gentle forward fold. And just pause here. Let's go ahead and start to roll up. So keep the knees bent and soft as you tuck the tailbone down. You pull the navel to the spine and start to stack. You're going to roll up, coming all the way up. Good. And now just taking those shoulders, let's roll them back a couple of times. Big deep breath in and exhale out. And inhale and exhale out. Now let's go ahead and grab your blanket if it's there and come to the top of the mat. So grounding your feet to the earth, thumbs to the heart, and lift your chest, the crown of your head. Close your eyes for a moment and really feel your feet. Just come into the connection of your feet grounded to the earth. Maybe again you can roll from the toes to the heel, giving yourself the sensation of being rooted and connected to the earth. So we're going to take a nice big deep inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive into the forward fold. Inhale, come into a half lift. Hands on the shin, flat back. Now bend your knees into the forward fold. Bring your arms out like an airplane, circle up. Big deep breath. Press your hands together and hands to namaste. So this is really a good one to do, moving with the breath. So you want to flow with your inhale and your exhale. So inhale, reach the arms up. Pause the breath here at the top. Exhale, swan dive into the forward fold. Take an inhale as you draw halfway up. Hands onto your shin. Knees can be soft. Exhale, bend your knees to the forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. Reach up to the ceiling. And bring your hands to namaste as you exhale it all out. Good, one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive to the forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, bend your knees to the forward fold. Now bring your arms out like wings, circle up, big deep breath. And now exhale, hands to namaste. Good, so let's come into some warrior postures. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive into that forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Now as you exhale, bend your knees, but let's step the left foot back and ground the left foot to the earth. We're gonna cartwheel our arm back and come into warrior two. So bend the knee, get it over the ankle, zip up the core and reach out from your heart. Sink into those legs. Take your gaze, your drishti, out to your fingertips, taking 3 breaths. Soften the shoulders as you exhale out. 1 more full breath. Now rotate the right fingertips up and now come into reverse warrior. So the hand is resting on the back leg. So we're going to breathe and we're going to move through this quad. All right. So we're going to inhale. As you exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend your knee. Good. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend your knee. Last time. Exhale, straighten the leg. And now bend your knee. Good. Take another full breath. Float your arms into extended side angle pose. And you can bring your fingertips down towards the floor. And taking 3 more breaths. Take another cleansing breath. Then move your arms back to Virabhadrasana to warrior two. Beautiful. We're going to cartwheel our arms down, pivot your left heel up, come into your vinyasa flow. So you're going to slide the right foot back. You're in a plank. You're going to chaturanga down. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Good. Take 3 deep breaths. Good. 1 more inhalation. And sending the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged down dog. Now sweep that right foot forward between your hands. And now your left, or walk your hands and feet together, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Draw the arms out like wings, circle up. Big deep breath. Look up to the ceiling. Hands together, and now hands to the heart center. So opposite side. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, swan dive into the forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Now exhale, forward fold, and let's step the right foot back. So ground the right foot to the earth, and now you're going to cartwheel that right arm back into your warrior two. Stay strong in your legs, soften your shoulders. Take another full breath, rotate the left palm up, and come into your reverse warrior. So just a little different reverse warrior. You're going to straighten the front leg out. Exhale and bend the knee. Good. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And last time, inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. Float the arms up and over, coming into extended side angle pose. Keep your fingertips to the floor, or if you'd like, arm over the side of the face. Maybe your forearm is resting on your left quad. So take 3 more breaths. One more inhalation. As you exhale, bring your arms back into your warrior 2. Just check out the back arm, make sure it's even to your shoulder. Now cartwheel the hands down. You're gonna frame your left foot. You're gonna pivot your right heel up, that back heel. And now slide the left foot back. Come into a strong plank. Good, chaturanga down. Inhale to your up dog. And now exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Good, take about 3 breaths. Push the hips up and back through the palms of your hands. And now we're not going to come back to the top of our mat. We're going to come onto our toes and start to bend your knees. Moving into child's pose. So take the knees out wide and walk your hands out towards the edge of the mat, dropping the brain, right? Dropping the forehead down. Settling into this amazing stretch. So when we drop the brain, it's really nice to come into the forehead. If the forehead doesn't make it to the floor, take one of your blocks and place your forehead on top of the block. Close your eyes. Just really come into the rise and fall of the belly. Feel this amazing stretch across your back and your spine. And your heart might be beating very strongly, which is good. And you're going to take another full breath. You're going to lift your torso up. And let's walk our hands over to the right. So coming into a child's pose with a side bend. So forehead is down. And you can place that left hand over the top of the right. And take 3 breaths. Nice job. Pick your torso up, lift your head and chest up, and walk your hands across the mat to the other side. And here I'm going to take my right hand on top of my left. Drop your elbows down and forehead to the floor. Notice the rise and fall of the belly, the expansion of your rib cage. One more cleansing breath. And slowly lift up your head, your chest. Walk your hands back to the center of your mat, and then walk up towards your knees. We're going to come onto our back. So you're going to grab the back of the legs and slowly roll down. So tuck the shoulder blades under, and then just walk your feet up towards your hips. And then let your arms rest to your side for a moment. And just get the sensation of being connected to the earth. And feeling grounded and stable really helps. Just take a few rounds of breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And just one more big, deep inhale. Allowing your body to sink into your mat as you exhale. Let's hug both knees in, and we're going to do one other pose here, which is a really nice knee circle. So you're going to bring both hands on your knees. Keep the knees and inner thighs together, and then you just slowly, and the circle doesn't have to be big, it can be a small circle. And so you can notice that you're rolling through the outer edge of your back. So you're going from tailbone to hip to mid-back to the opposite hip, and creating that smooth circle. And then you're going to pause, and let's reverse other direction. Just doing at least one more. Then you're going to draw your knees into your chest and come into a spinal twist. This is our last pose. So dropping both knees over to the right. And some of you may wish to bring the hips a little more to the center. You can. And this is just really nice too. It's just like our single, like when we had the single leg stretch over, but here both knees, hips are stacking. And then breathe into those lower lobes of the lungs. Then take one knee at a time. Bring it right back to the center. First, starting with a nice hug, and then rolling both knees to the left. Reaching your right arm across the floor. Really working through tight areas of the mid-back and the low back, the outer hip and thigh. Just taking a couple more rounds of those full deep breaths. And on that last exhalation, draw one knee at a time back to the center, and bringing your feet to the floor, stretch your legs out across the mat. And let the arms just relax to your side. Take a moment to let go. To let your body be calm and relaxed. Allowing the legs to be just limp and loose. Allowing your arms to be limp and loose. Noticing the breath coming in and out through the nose. And just taking one more cleansing breath. Moving through the fingers, wiggling your toes. And being very proud of your work today. Or bringing one knee at a time back to your chest. And let's gently roll to your right hip and shoulder. And use your hands to push up. Coming into easy cross-legged position. Just coming into Suasana. And come in, and let's bring our hands into the Mandala Mudra. The left hand is cupped, the right hand comes up and over. The thumbs come together, and it's a circle of wholeness. And this is what our practice is really about. It's just balancing our mind and our body and our spirit. Letting the hands rest into your lap and lift your heart. Close your eyes. And just taking one more cleansing breath. Bring your hands to your heart and bow your chin, honoring yourself and your practice today. The light in me salutes that light, that divine that's in you. And together we say, Namaste.